LNH blogs for the session 3rd of chemistry. In that, today we are going to start the next points, remaining points from the chapter chemical kinetics. In the last session, there is a completion of the points that are displayed on the screen. The remaining points or the next point, that is the integrated rate law for the reaction. Before that, we have to know the integrated rate law. We have to know that the differential rate law of reaction. What is the differential rate law of reaction? The differential rate law of reaction describes how the rate of reaction depends on the concentration of reactant. Then in that, the next point, that is the integrated rate law. What is the integrated rate law? The integrated rate law describes the concentration of reactant for the different time. What is that? The integrated rate law describes the concentration of reactant for the different time, and in differential rate law, the concentration or the rate of reaction depends on that concentration of reactant. Okay. After that, the next point, that is the rate law for the first order reaction. Which type of rate law it is? It is the differential rate law as well as the integrated rate law. The rate law for the first order reaction in a solution. For that, consider the first order reaction. Consider first order reaction. We know the order of reaction. What is the first order reaction, or what is the order of reaction? Comment if you know the order of reaction. Comment into the comment box. What is the order of reaction, or what is the first order? Find that reaction is the first order. Consider the reaction A is converted into product. It is a simple reaction. In that, for that reaction, the rate equation becomes rate of reaction. The rate of reaction depends on the concentration of reactant. Therefore, the rate equation becomes rate is equal to minus, why it is negative sign? Because the concentration of reactant get decreases, or reactant concentration get decreases. That's why that have the negative sign. Therefore, the rate of reaction, the equation becomes the rate of reaction is equal to negative change in concentration of A divided by change in time. The rate equation becomes rate is equal to negative change in concentration of A divided by change in time. So that is the rate equation for the given reaction. That is also equal to K into concentration of A. What is the K? It is the rate constant for the given reaction. Consider A is the concentration of A at the time T. A is the reactant. So there is A is the concentration of A at the time T. By rearranging the equation, we got D, change in concentration of A divided by concentration of A is also equal to negative K into dt. Which equation we will rearrange? Consider that is equation first. Rate is equal to that. By rearranging that equation, we got the new equation dA divided by change in concentration of A is equal to minus K into dt. So what is that? That is the equation number second. We got that equation by rearranging the equation number first. Consider A0 is the initial concentration. Consider A0 is the initial concentration of A at time t is equal to 0. When the time is 0, or at the starting point, at the initial time, the A0 is the concentration of A at the time t is equal to 0, and At is again the concentration of A. It is also the concentration of A when at t is equal to t. We consider that the time are different. For the different time there is a concentration of A. For the initial time concentration of A becomes A0, and for the time t the concentration of A becomes AT. So here we got the concentration of A is equal to A0 at t is equal to 0, and concentration of A is equal to concentration of A at t is equal to t time. So by rearranging the equation, we got, by putting these values into the equation number first, we got the new equation. We got the new differential equation, that for the equation number second, by differentiating it into the limits at and a0, the equation becomes d into concentration of A divided by A, that is equal to minus k into dt. It get differentiate in between the limit 0 to t. By integration, on integration that equation number third, on integration that equation number third, the new equation got, that is the ln A, or the ln, it is natural logarithm. We got the equation ln A in between the limits a0 to at, that is equal to k into t in between the again limits 0 to t, 0 and t. It is 0, it is the initial time, t is the time t. By substitution, of limits, we got the next equation, that is ln into concentration of at minus ln into concentration of a0, that is equal to minus k into t. So that is, consider that is the equation number 4. Is 4, or that equation is also written as ln into concentration of A at the t time divided by concentration of A at 0 time, that is equal to minus k into t, or that equation is also written as k is equal to 1 by t ln concentration of A at 0 divided by concentration of A at t. We got the equation, that is k is equal to 1 by t ln concentration of A at 0 divided by concentration of A at t. It is the integrated rate law for first order reaction. So these are the integrated rate law. These three are the integrated rate law for the first order reaction. So these are the integrated rate laws for the first order reaction. That integrated rate law also written into the different forms. Into that, the first form is, when we write the equation into the form ln concentration of A at t divided by concentration of A at 0, that is equal to minus kt. By taking the antilogs of both sides of the equation, the equation becomes A concentration of A at t divided by concentration of A at 0, that is equal to e raised to minus kt, or that equation is also written into the different form. That equation is also written into the different form, that is concentration of A at t, that is equal to concentration of A at 0 into e raised to kt. So that is the different form of writing the rate law. The next, the second form of writing of rate law for the first order reaction, that is when we consider A mole per dm cube, it is the initial concentration of A. It is the initial concentration of A at time 0, or at initial time t is equal to 0, and x mole per dm cube. Consider that x are the concentration, x mole per dm cube. It is the concentration of A at t is equal to t, or at time t. That concentration x mole per dm cube, it is the concentration. Which type of concentration it is? It is the unreacted or decreased concentration when the reaction is carried out. Then therefore for the concentration of A, the remaining concentration, that is the unreacted concentration, if the reacted concentration or the decreased concentration of A at time t, it is the x mole per dm cube, we have to calculate or find out the unreacted concentration of A. Therefore the concentration of A when at time t, the concentration of A at time t, it becomes the unreacted concentration. It is the unreacted concentration. It is the unreacted concentration that becomes at time t A minus x. It becomes the A minus x mole per dm cube at time t. So it is the second form of writing of rate law for the first order reaction. Then by considering that A minus x, by substituting that A minus x for the different values, for that A0 and AT, by substitute that equation, then the last equation becomes k is equal to 2.303 divided by t log to the base 10. It is into the form of log of 10, log to the base 10 of A divided by A minus x. So we got that. Again next equation, the last equation, that is the equation number 4. Here it is the equation number 5. Then the next point, that is the units of rate constant. So what is the rate constant? Rate constant, it is the k. So to find out the units of that k, that is the rate constant, in which equation? In first order reaction, into the first order reaction. To know that the units of rate constant in the first order reaction, we have to know that what are the dimensions that are used into that equation. Therefore the equation is k is equal to 2.303 divided by t log to the base 10 of, in the form of concentration of A. The equation is considered in the form of concentration of A. So that equation is 2.303 divided by t log to the base 10 of A0 divided by AT. In that equation, the values of log of base 10 A0 divided by AT, the value of that is it is a unitless quantity. Log to the base 10 A0 divided by AT, it is the unitless quantity. So the dimensions remaining, it is time. It is only the time for that reaction. So the unit of rate constant, unit of k becomes, what is the unit of k becomes, or for the dimension of, that is remaining dimension, it is the t. The unit of k becomes, it is per time. The unit of k, or the dimension remaining, it is the per time. So it is the unit becomes per second, or that unit is also becomes per minute, or it is also becomes per hours. The unit becomes per hours. Okay. So that are the units of rate constant for the first order reaction. The next point, that is the half-life. The half-life of first order reaction. Half-life of first order reaction. So what is the half-life of first order reaction? What is the half-life? It is the time. It is the half time, half-life, or it is the half time that required to completion of the reaction, or to fall down the concentration of reactant to the 1/2 of its initial concentration. That is the half-life of the first order reaction. So what is the half-life of first order reaction? It is the time required. it is the time for which it is the time required to become the concentration of a reactant, to become the concentration of a reactant. How much it becomes? It becomes the 1/2 of its initial concentration. How much it is? It is the 1/2 of its initial concentration or initial value. So it is the time. What is the half life? It is the time required to fall down the concentration of reactant to its 1/2 of its initial concentration or half of the initial concentration. So how to calculate the half life of the first order reaction? To calculate that half life of the first order reaction, we have to consider again the equation, that is K is equal to 2.303 divided by T log to the base 10 of concentration of A0 divided by concentration of A at time T. So in that equation, K is the rate constant, T is the time required for the completion of the reaction, A0 it is the concentration of A at 0 time or T is equal to 0, and A is the concentration of it is the concentration of A at the time T. By considering that the value of concentration of reactant is get fall down or it get consumed, or the reactant concentration is get decreases, simply we call as the reaction concentration is decreases. How much it get decreased? It decreases to the 1/2 of its initial value or the initial concentration. By considering that, we have to consider the value of AT. It becomes the initial concentration of A, that is the A0 divided by 2. Why it becomes AT is equal to A0 divided by 2? Because AT it is the concentration of reactant at the time T. When the reaction gets starts, then at the time T the concentration of A becomes the AT, and when at the initial time, when the time is 0, then the concentration of A it is the A0. The concentration of A is the decreases to the AT. By considering the initial concentration is A0, the concentration of A reactant is get decreased to the AT or falls down to the AT at time T. So the value of AT, concentration of AT, it becomes the A0 divided by 2, or it is the 1/2. For that we simply write it is the A0 divided by 2. So that is the one of the value. By considering the concentration of AT is get falls down at the time T, we have to consider the value of T, that is equal to T 1/2. So what is the T 1/2? That is the time required to the fall down the concentration of A when the reaction is get started. Then by putting these values into that equation number first, or the first equation, by putting the values of AT is equal to A0 divided by 2 and the T is equal to T1/2, the equation becomes K is equal to 2.303 divided by T1/2. We have to put the T is equal to T1/2 log to the base 10 of, the equation is A0, concentration of A0 divided by, here it is the AT, but we have to put the value of AT is equal to A0 divided by 2, concentration of A0 divided by 2. By calculating that equation, the equation becomes 2.303 divided by T1/2, it becomes the T1/2 log to the base 10 of 2, the remaining value it is the log to the base 10 of 2, it gets cancelled down. Then we know that what is the log of 2? We know that the log of 2, that is the 2.303 divided by T1/2 log of 2, it is the 0.3010. It is the value of log of 2. It is the 0.3010. Then by multiplying that both values, the equation or the by multiplying that both 2.303 into 0.3010, by multiplying that the value is obtained, that is the 0.693 divided by t1 half is as it is, or that is the value of rate constant k is equal to 0.693 divided by t1 half. But we have to know that the half life. Therefore, by rearranging the equation, t1 half is equal to, equation becomes t1 half is equal to 0.693 divided by k. So it is the value of half life of the first order reaction. T1 half is equal to 0.693 divided by k. It is the value of half life of the first order reaction. So there is a completion of another next point, that is the half life of the first order reaction and the value of the half life of the first order reaction, that is T1 half is equal to 0.693. Then the remaining points are taken into our next session of this chemical kinetics, or the next part of the video. So connect to our channel and connect to our LNHV blog.